بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والفجر وليال عشر والشفع والوتر والليل إذا يسر هل في ذلك قسم لذي حجر ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بعاد إرم ذات العماد التي لم يخلق مثلها في البلاد وثمود الذين جابوا الصخر بالواد وفرعون ذي الأوتاد الذين طغوا في البلاد فأكثروا فيها الفساد فصب عليهم ربك سوط عذاب إن ربك لبالمرصاد. This is Surah Al-Fajr. With regards to the morning, the dawn, it was revealed to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam before he made hijrah to Medina Munawwara. Is known as a Makki surah. It has 30 verses, just like many other verses and surahs that we began with, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes an oath. Allah takes a qasam to show some importance, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brings the maqsam alay, the reason why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is taking these qasams and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is taking these oaths. The reason why Allah is taking these oaths and showing the importance of these specific things is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is showing that there were nations that passed before, and those nations, either they were on the obedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because of them being obedient to Allah, they were successful. And those that were disobedient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inna rabbaka labil mirsad, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is watchful. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is carefully watching the movements. And Allah makes mention of a few nations. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes 5 qasams, beginning with the first oath and the first qasam, wal fajr, taking the oath on the dawn. It could refer to every fajr. Every day in the morning, the time of Fajr sets in. It could refer to every single morning and the Fajr of every single morning. On the breaking of dawn, Fajr sets in, it was dark, and now Allah is taking an oath on the time of the light that comes out in the morning, meaning to direct mankind's attention that this darkness is going to change to light, a person that moves away from the disobedience of Allah to come to the obedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It can also refer to the first of Muharram. The first of Muharram, some of the Mufassirin have made mention, the likes of Ibn Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala anhuma, that it refers to the first day of the lunar calendar, the day of Fajr on the first day of the lunar calendar, and many others like Qatada rahimahullah and others have interpreted it in this way. Others like Imam Mujahid and Ikrama rahimahullah, they have made mention that it is the day of the 10th of Dhul Hijjah. This is a special day, the day of the Eid, Eid al-Adha, because it's such a morning that has kind of two nights that are linked to that day. Normally in Islam, we have the night preceding the day. The night precedes the day. But on the day of Arafat, that night that comes after the night of Arafat is part of the day of Arafat. That means if a person, he could not make it on the day of Arafat, he has the time until the next morning dawn taking place that he can come to Arafat and his Hajj will be accepted. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes the qasam and the oath on wal fajr with these possibilities. Walayalin ashr. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes an oath on the 10 nights. Which are the exactly 10 nights? The commentators have made mention that the possibility is the 10 nights of Dhul Hijjah. These are the first 10 nights of Dhul Hijjah coming to the day of Eid. The reward of these days are great, that every fast of these days are equal to the fast of an entire year. And a person that worships Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on those nights, the first 10 nights of Dhul Hijjah, they get the reward of worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as if they worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on Laylatul Qadr, on the night of power. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes the next oath, وَالشَّفْعِ وَالْوَتْرِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes an oath and a qasam on even numbers. And Allah takes an oath on the odd number. So here also there is a slight little difference amongst the ulama in what they refer to this. There is a hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam where Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam states that the Fajr refers to the dawn, the 10 nights refers to the first 10 nights of Dhul Hijjah, and the Watr refers to the day of Arafat. This is the one day, the 9th. The 9th is the day of Arafah. This is an odd number, the 9th. And Wal Watr is referred to the odd number, which is the day of Arafah, and the Shafi'i is the even number, which is in reference to the 10th of Dhul Hijjah, the day of sacrifice. Other commentators have made mention that the witr, the odd number is in reference to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That Allah is the only being that is one, that is alone, and that is unique. And the shafa', which is the even, is in reference to everything else besides Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah created everything in this world in pairs, in equal, right? Even numbers. Everything in this world is created in pairs, in even numbers. In the same way, Allah has also created, so Allah mentions, وَمِن كُلِّ شَيْءٍ خَلَقْنَا زَوْجَيْن. In everything we created pairs. In the same way, we get belief and we get disbelief. We get happiness and we get a person that is unhappy. We get light and we get darkness. We get night and we get day. We get cold and we get heat. We get the sky and the earth. We get humans and jinns. We get male and females. All of these things that Allah has created is the shafa', what we call the even number. And on the opposite side, conversely, we have the witr, which is an odd number. قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. He is Allah, the one, and that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is alone and He is unique. وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا يَسْرٍ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala then takes an oath on the night, that the night moves, the night goes away. This word is, yasr normally is to walk at night. For a person that is moving at night, and this is in reference to the night goes away and the night moves away, it departs. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes these 5 oaths and then He says, هَلْ فِي ذَلِكَ قَسَمٌ لِذِي حِجْرٍ. We took these oaths, we took all of these oaths, هَلْ فِي ذَلِكَ قَسَمٌ لِذِي حِجْرٍ. For a person that has sense, for a person that has intellect. Allah is taking the oath of the things around us and saying that we have taken these oaths for a person that has intellect, a person that has sense. Hijr normally, lidhi hijr, hijr is normally, we say to prevent, to stay away, to stop, right? We say hijr. Lidhi hijr is a person that has common sense, he has aql, he can use his aql to prevent himself and stay away from those things that will be in the disobedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that's why Allah says, we have taken these oaths for people that have sense, that have understanding, that stay away from the disobedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And from here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala then makes mention of a few nations, and there's some reference with regards to those nations. Amongst those nations, there were those that went against the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and what was the outcome of that? And those that were obedient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and what was the outcome with regards to that? May Allah give us the tawfiq of understanding. Jazakumullah khair. Subhanallah, alhamdulillah, subhanallah.